Hello, everyone. Lucy Star here. Today, I want to talk about the feeling of being abandoned by God Himself, or herself, or whatever gender God is. Um, so, if you didn't know, my name Lucy Star is originally short for Lucifer Morningstar from the Netflix show Lucifer. But I guess because of some username issues, I had to change it to Lucifer Starry. So now I guess I'm Lucifer Starry now, but I still call myself Lucy Star because it's short for my full name. But yes, as you could tell, Lucifer is the infamous fallen angel, the devil, though I'm not big on the whole devil part. I'm more on the angel part, fallen angel part. So yes, my whole avatar is based on Lucifer, the fallen angel. As you can see, my wings are black, signaling that I have fallen. And yeah, and the reason why I identify so much as a fallen angel and why that's my whole identity is because of a story that I'm going to tell. So, yeah, during middle school, I was actually a pretty active and outgoing kid, but everything changed during high school. For some reason, I started to become more quiet and more, well, yeah, introverted. I basically became just the quiet kid and the outcast for some reason. Till this day, I do not know why. When I got to high school, everything changed, but maybe it was some family trauma. But I just became really, really quiet kid, and for the first year, junior year, sophomore, not sophomores, freshman year, everything was all right. I was doing just fine with everyone. I had some friends, but everything changed when I reached junior year, when we changed classes, new classmates, new teachers, and I suddenly did not want to talk to people. I did not want to talk to people, did not want to interact with people, and I slowly became the quiet kid and the outcast. This is my first time experiencing it, and I didn't like it. So going to school was really painful for me because I barely had any friends and all of that. So yeah, and then as time goes by, my uh, I started to experience a lot of depressive feelings, and then I stopped going to school. I started skipping school because I felt like there was no purpose. I felt like I would randomly cry literally anywhere. I would cry on on the subway. I would cry at the cram school. I would just tears would just start falling out of nowhere. So I realized there was no point in going to school, and then I realized I was really depressed, and then stopped going to school, and I every day I would lock myself in my room. I would cry. I would play on my phone. I would play this game called Identity 5, which is the game that I play on my second channel. If you didn't know, you could go check it out right now. I stream a lot on that channel. But yeah, I would do is cry, order food, cry more, play games, and then finally I would pray. I would pray mostly to the Christian God, which is Jesus, God, the God. I would pray for a better day. I would pray for a better future. I would pray for things to get better, and then I would pray and pray and pray. And then when didn't happen, I started to pray for a quick end. I started to pray for my death. For my unalivement, and then I started to pray for worse things to happen so I could leave the world early. But that didn't happen either. I just graduated alive. So yeah, and at the time doing all of this praying to my imaginary God really made me feel like I was abandoned by God. It made me feel like there was no, because I at that time I would imagine to myself that there were angels watching over me. I wasn't a Christian, but I would imagine that there were guardian angels watching over me. I'd imagine God is watching over me. In every religion, in every pretty much every country, every religion, there's always some sort of God or some sort of deity watching over you, right? So that's what I had in mind, and in my head, it was Christian because Christian. When you talk about God, you think about Christian God, right? So that's what I had in mind, and the more I pray, the more I realized God never answered me. God probably never will. So I started to slowly feel like I was abandoned by God, and then I felt it. I just accepted the fact that I was abandoned by God because God put me in such a terrible situation where I would lock myself in my room, cry every day, and just pray for a death sentence to come. Yeah, and really did feel like I was abandoned by God, which hence the title of the video. So that's what I went through in high school, and that's why this is my whole identity is Lucifer because um during high school I also watched the Netflix show Lucifer, and this isn't really a spoiler, but for the first few episodes you could see Lucifer arguing. I mean, not arguing, but complaining about how his dad um has all these mysterious plans for him and always is arguing with him. And I feel like God, you know, being God himself, put me in such a terrible, terrible situation and never answered my prayers. And he truly did abandon me as a father. So even though I feel like, you know what, that's another story. But yeah, eventually I stopped praying and just accepted that I was abandoned by God. And till this day, nowadays, I don't feel like I'm abandoned by God. Nowadays, I don't believe in any sort of religious God. I believe in a higher power. I believe in anything supernatural. I just don't believe in a religious God. A God of any religion does not exist to me. I believe in the new age, the whole universe, or call it God, call it universe, however you want to call it, but I don't believe in any religion, a religious way of God, especially not Christian. So yeah. Um yeah. So this is my story of why I felt like I was abandoned by God during high school. And let me know what you think about it, or if you've also had similar feelings at some point in your life and you feel like you've been abandoned by some sort of higher power like a god. Yeah. Let me know what you think and leave a comment. Like this video if you enjoyed the story. I don't think anyone would enjoy it, but if you'd like want to hear more of these, let me know in the comments. And I love you all for listening to me, and thank you all for watching. I will make more videos in the future, so subscribe if you want to see more. Bye bye.